Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. I am sipping on some Genmai Cha. This is actually the Geekalicious blend from a few years ago, no longer available. But it is good. It's green tea. And I love the flavor. Essential leaf, rice, popcorn. To me, it's the best tea ever. And they say that it's healthy for you. And I do my best to stay healthy. I think every geek needs to do just that. We've covered how you might be able to stay healthy in your home office by staying, ergonomically correct, if I can use that as a term. Just a few minutes ago, we recorded a separate video about health insurance options if you happen to be an independent contractor or a freelancer, self-employed, and including in that article that we were talking about there, different ways you can use the internet to find a better health insurance that you might have today. So this particular article that's corresponding with this particular video is 5 apps to track your health. Something you might consider doing if you haven't already. You probably already have one of these little things, a phone, a smartphone. If you're a part of my audience, it's either going to be an Android device, Windows Phone 7, iPhone. I guess we have a few RIM users out there, and maybe at this point WebOS, although I think everybody's kind of migrated to another platform beyond those the latter two that I had mentioned. So if you're not using your phone to better track your life, well, here's a good chance to start, really. So let me go ahead and pull up the article there, and you can do the same thing. Just click the link in the description, the best apps to track your health. I'm going to go ahead and +1 it, tweet it, and like it on Facebook. The one thing you may want to use to track is your diet. My Food Diary is a fantastic app, as is FitDay, if you hadn't considered that. For those of you who have to worry about food allergies, there's one called My Allergies Food Diary. So you can better keep your eye on what you're putting in your mouth. Although I wouldn't suggest putting what would go in your mouth on your eye. Your body doesn't work that way, generally speaking, unless you had surgery wherein you replaced your eye with a mouth. Fitness is another thing you can track using your phone. Fitbit is a very popular option. I ended up finding out that my brother and mother wanted this for Christmas, so Diana and I got Adam a Fitbit, and then Adam, my brother, got our mom a Fitbit. I guess this measures how many motions you make during the average day, so that you're not thinking about how frequently you need to move. It just kind of keeps track of things. So if you're not using Fitbit yet, it's a very popular option, especially if you're looking for a geeky solution. There's a few apps out there that can help you with your sleep cycle, including the app Sleep Cycle Alarm Clock, which I would say it's a good name, really, because if you're looking, I need an alarm clock that helps me measure my sleep cycle. Sleep Cycle Alarm Clock. I mean, they could have called it Wajibidiboo, and no one would know what it did. Not making fun of the name at all. It's a good name. It's a straightforward name. So you could also track your mood. You've probably heard of biorhythms before. There's an app called Optimism that you could use. And there's also, now, Diana, could you cover your ears for a second? I'm sorry, I've got an audience of one here. Cover your ears. It's something called Mood Panda. I tried warning you. She's afraid of pandas as much as I'm afraid of spiders. It's a long story.
I can't look at David DeFranco's.
She can't look at David DeFranco's current profile on Facebook. So tell the creative one he needs to be more creative. Again. We list a few others on this article. Really, it's beyond 5 apps. These are the best apps to track your health. And this isn't limited just to iPhone users. As I said, any smartphone user, really. And there are a few people. Let's see here. They're making recommendations here in the comments, and you're welcome to do that as well, assuming you like tracking your life using your smartphone. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? Airwolf28 asks, Chris, do you use sugar in your tea? I do not. I do my best to avoid sugar as much as humanly possible. And I don't believe in artificial sweeteners either. Well, I believe that they exist. I just don't believe that ingesting them is all that intelligent an idea. Chris, are geeks considered on the class of being buffed? Not exactly sure what that means, collectors, but if you're saying that by intelligence, this is kind of like the nerdy, geeky equivalent of muscles, I guess. The brain's not really a muscle. We could say that, though. We just for argument's sake. Peter DOA1 says, I need something to rid me of my insomnia. Here's a suggestion for you. It's, I guess, a bit of a tech solution. Get rid of artificial light. Try doing that for a period of time, away from your bedroom. Get away from any kind of artificial light as you're beginning to wind down. Believe me, I have insomnia as well. Woke up 6 o'clock this morning and was almost late for our morning meeting because of that. But with any luck, you'll be a healthier person, and technology can help. And hopefully Locker Gnome is giving you a little nudge and a few more suggestions. If you have any more, feel free to comment and share.